Do you know who this is? Ah, that's so much better. Now, who is that I can see under that hat? It's Super D. Welcome, everybody. This is the Power Talk Show. And as you know, we have an impending storm coming. An impending storm that is going to affect everybody's wealth, health, and their happiness. And this is part of a 3-week series. Last week, Dee and I told you how your wealth, let's get it right, will be affected, right? This is nothing to do with fear. Dee and I want to make this perfectly clear. This is about 3 things, AKA. This is about awareness, and this is what the show is all about. It's about knowledge, so you understand what is happening, and it's about action, so you can take whatever action you want, and we'll tell you what to take. It's entirely up to you what you want to do to protect your wealth. Did it last week. Health, doing it this week. And then what we're going to do next week? Happiness, of course.
Yeah.
So anyway, Dee, how are you this lovely afternoon?
Oh, I am great, Mark. I am great. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm so much happier now that I've got my hat. Right, my hat. This is my super protect against the storm hat. I've had it specially made. Right, you can see where I'm coming in the dark when there's a storm coming. I've even got, if you can see on the top, this is for good ideas, right?
Yeah.
Good ideas. And it's lit up today. It's lit up right now because I've had so many good ideas. And it's like I'm on fire. And now I've got my hat. I feel fully protected. I'm protected against this amazing storm that's going to come. Now, before you say anything, I know this is a colander. I know it's got holes in it, right? But I'm protected. So all the good ideas are going to come out. So this week, what are we talking about specifically?
Oh, we are going to speak about, well, health is a topic. So we're going to speak about mental health and your physical health.
Right, mental health and physical health. So just as a kind of like little recap to everyone in the world, we have no idea what's happening with this COVID-19. There are people now starting to talk about there being 1, 2, or even 3 spikes of this. So let's just look at this from a worst case point of view. Where we've been for the last 10, 11 weeks, we could be for the next 12 months. So people that are, it's going to be fine tomorrow, forget it. It's going to be fine next week, just forget it. There's people protesting around the world that are infecting other people. The numbers are going to go shooting back up. So what Dee and I are suggesting is stand back from the whole situation, take a long, big view. And where we are in the world at the moment could well be where we are in 12 months. It could be longer than that. We have no idea. So what we're saying is, this is the storm. This is the storm that's coming. And unless you listen and then take action, whatever that is, you are going to be hit with this incredible storm that is going to affect your wealth, your health, and of course, your happiness. We're here to stop that, hence the awareness bit. So this week, it's all about health. And as Dee has quite rightly said, we're going to talk about mental health and your physical health, right? And what you can do, should do to protect against it. So, Super D, I'm going to pass over to you. I want to protect against mental health issues. So talk to me about that.
Oh, mental health, Mark. There's 2 ways to deal with your mental health.
Okay.
And both of them lead back to one. But first one being, if you live in the past,
right,
you dredge up all the things from the past. It can cause depression. This is where a lot of depression comes from, is living in the past. And that is one of the major things that contributes to ill mental health.
I must have that because I keep thinking back to when I had hair in the past.
Do you miss it?
I do actually.
Do you miss washing it every day?
No, but what I want to have was one of those kind of like fancy. I used to have a quiff that came down, that was Spandau Ballet Duran things that you could just flick your head and the quiff went back.
Yeah.
Those footballers' haircuts, that have the wax and it's all waxed over with a kind of quiff thing on the top.
How much money did you spend on wax? How much money did you spend on the hairdressers? How much time did that take out your life?
when I had hair, I don't know, it was a long time ago. Now, nothing, zero.
Yeah,
I use the dog shears on my head. It's great. And then
that's
I
it.
polish it with window cleaner. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
give it a wee shine.
Yeah, I do actually. So you're talking about the first thing is worrying about the past.
Oh, yeah, that's a major contribution to depression. And therefore, if you try and not think too much about what you've done in the past, like if, for example, if I had thought back to last week and I had a scenario with a woman called Elizabeth, and I thought, if I didn't go out in the morning, I wouldn't have met Elizabeth.
Right.
And then we wouldn't have had a horrible conversation.
Okay.
And then that horrible conversation plays on me for the whole week.
It's like a running script in your mind. You can
Yes.
right back over and over and over and over again.
Absolutely. What if she said that? And what if I answered like this? And what if I actually answered in a different way? How would that work? And this is what goes on in people's minds all the time. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So therefore, to stop doing that, you would then try and think more about the present time. So instead of keep going over the scenario, because you're never going to change it, you cannot change anything that's in the past.
The past is the past. The past has happened. You need to move on. Right.
Yeah, you learn by it. If you learn by it, you can get by it.
All right, so let's say this thing's happened. I've kind of gone, right, shrug my shoulders. What do I do? Because I've kind of created this little bit of space now, where I kind of thought about the past. I've tried to forget about the past, but I've got this kind of empty space now in my thought process. What do I do?
Well, that's where your positive thoughts come in.
Okay.
Because then you think, okay, I cannot do anything further about that. That conversation happened. It's past. Let me move forward. If anything like that would ever happen again, this is how I would respond.
Right.
End of story. That's it. You've dealt with it. You've dealt with it in your brain. You've dealt with it in your subconscious. It's totally dealt with. It takes practice and build up to get this to perfection so that you don't have this continually overriding you.
So could I, having forgot about the past, focus on all the good things in my life just now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you were to think about, answer me this, what's the top 3 things in your life right now?
What do you mean the top 3 things?
What are the best 3 things in your life right now?
The best 3 things in my life will be the ability to be able to speak.
Yeah.
That's really important, ability to speak. Most important, I would say it's kind of like a spin-off from that, my health.
Yeah.
Right? And my bottle of Mr. Sheen that makes my head shiny. They're the best 3 things.
Absolutely. So they're your favourite 3 things. So concentrate on them. Concentrate on what does your voice provide for you.
Oh, it's fun. It's the ability, because I've had problems, as you know, in the past, which I've solved. And then I was unable to speak to people, literally. It was like being Darth Vader, and now, now having sorted that, I can speak. The ability to be able to speak is it's incredible.
Yeah, so you have a lot of gratitude for being able to speak. And the more gratitude that you built up, as we spoke about previously, the more gratitude you have in your life, the happier you become with it. And that way you can leave the past behind. Okay,
so mental health is, you said it was about 2 things. It's about the past.
Yeah.
What was the second bit then?
That would be the future, the fear of worrying about what's coming. This is where anxiety comes in, and that is another major mental health issue we have in the UK and the US. They're big, big issues.
Okay, so how do we deal with, so I'm thinking about things that haven't happened, but are going to happen, I think, and I'm running these scripts in my mind and thinking, well, what if I'm unable to pay that? And, what if somebody hates my hat? And, what if they come to my door? And what if they say nasty things about me? What if the boss doesn't like me? And so that's the kind of thing we're talking about, isn't it? We're running things through our head over and over and over and over again. So I was thinking yesterday, I was out in the girlfriend's car and it was making funny noises. And I'm thinking, this is going to break down. This is going to break down. What's this going to cost? It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. When it's not even happened.
Right.
So And that comes into doing manifestation of wrong things that could come into your life as well.
Creating the problems.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but now we know how many thoughts there are roughly that come into the brain each day. Give me the figure, Mark.
79,428.
Wow.
Well, apart from my brain, which is a bit slower than other people's, and it's about 12.
About 12. You have 12 thoughts a day.
Mm.
Excellent. I think you've surpassed that today.
Well, what's for breakfast? What's for lunch? What's for dinner? What's for my 6 o'clock snack? My 7 o'clock snack? 8 o'clock snack? 9 o'clock snack? 10 o'clock snack? Midnight? And then that's 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'll probably keep 3 spare ones for later on.
For when the car breaks down and things like that, yeah.
Well, no, the kind of like waking up hungry, my 1 o'clock snack, my 2 o'clock snack, and my 3 o'clock snack.
That's sure you can have no more thoughts. So you don't have to worry about anything that's going to happen in the future.
I do, because what if there's no food? What if there's no food? I've got all these thoughts. What if there's not enough food in my house to meet all these thoughts? That worries me.
Have you ever had no food in your house?
No. I've always had loads of food in my house.
Right. So you've always had loads of food in the house. So why would you ever be worried about not having food in your house?
Oh, that's a very good point. I don't know. I just like worrying about something. Doesn't everybody worry about something?
No.
No?
No.
Everybody does. Everybody.
No. Not true. I actually have no worries in my life.
All right, okay. You're one person out of 7 billion, right? All hail D, right? The one no worry. But everybody worries about stuff that fails to exist.
They do.
I think it's something like 99% of all thoughts about things that are going to happen never happen. It's like this kind of major illusion that we create in our life. And you were right, because you said, what happens is we have these thoughts and we then create the manifestations around them to prove that we were right. Whereas we never had those thoughts, they never would have happened.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. So what we've got is mental health, physical health, 2 ways in which this storm is going to affect people. So recap, mental health is about worrying about the past and being in fear of the future. And if we can kind of control our thoughts, because we live in this world of uncertainty, it's going to be great. What about physical health? What are we going to do there?
Physical health, there's a few things. There's prevention.
Prevention, right.
Prevention.
How do I prevent, illness? How do I prevent illness?
Well, there's a fantastic, easy way to prevent illness. We have a few things that we have every day.
Right.
We have fruit and our veg. They're very good for your health.
Well, what do I need to know about that? What should I be taking in? I mean,
it's your vitamin levels. All your vitamins. We've got a fantastic vitamin called vitamin D3. That is a superb thing, which we get from the sun. We also...
What, it's delivered? Is that like Amazon?
Yeah, it just comes. You go outside and it's just like instant delivery. It's better than Amazon.
Amazon takes 2 hours.
Well, you go out in the sun and you get instant D3.
I love that. Okay.
So
we've got D3, right?
Yeah. When you become an adult, we receive less. So our body doesn't produce.
You talk about when I become an adult.
Anybody becomes an adult. When anybody becomes an adult.
In child clothes.
Yes. So when that happens, we actually can produce a lot less D3 than what children can, and it's very vital to us. So therefore, what happens is it affects our immune system. So taking the supplement actually boosts your immune system.
What about the other apples and oranges and things? What's in those that's important?
Well, that's all you get. Your other vitamins, but I was mainly wanting to concern myself with lemons.
Lemons?
I didn't have one there today. So, yeah, lemons.
Right. So is this to do with eating vitamin C?
Yes.
You like one of these?
Absolutely.
And you just got to eat it.
No, Mark, stop. That's not very tasty.
Actually, it's quite nice, actually.
It's quite refreshing. I could have some for my water. It looks like it's very refreshing.
Now, you telling me eating one of these things is going to make me healthy?
Not eating it. Using the lemon juice, having a slice of lemon in your water so you're tasting the lemon all the time. Vitamin C is yeah, that's the trick.
Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it. Not so much the big chunk of lemon, but if you cut it, then it works well. And you'll get more for other glasses of water.
All right.
Vitamin C, there's a minimum level for adults. Men, there's about 85 milligrams, 90 milligrams per day, and females are 75 milligrams per day, unless you're pregnant, and it's 85 milligrams. A child would be about 35 milligrams a day. You can take that up as an adult to a maximum of 2,000 milligrams a day.
Okay.
And the more you take that, the more you boost your immune system yet again.
Got it.
It is the biggest virus prevention that there is.
Okay, so you said there was 3 things, right, for health. Preventive. What's the second one?
The second one would be your diet.
Okay.
So having a healthy diet.
So what's the best healthy diet I can have? What should I avoid?
You should avoid meat mainly. You know, a vegan diet is supposedly the best diet you can have. If not, vegetarian is a good diet as well. Because basically you're getting your vitamins, your minerals, everything you need from source, from plant-based, rather than it going, the animals eating the plants, then animals receiving it, and you then only get secondary minerals and vitamins.
But for everyone that's watching at home, he's obviously a vegan. I'm on a vegan diet. I just take being classified as a vegan, and so I still have eggs and things, so I get this. And I switched across to being vegan because, for personal reasons, nothing to do with the cows or the environment, but because I wanted to see what benefit it had to my body. Plus, I think, Dee, if you don't mind me just kind of chucking in here, when you're putting things like meat into your body, you're putting a lot of acid, and the body has to fight to maintain a minimum amount of acid. So the blood is measured between 1 and 14, so 7.365. If it's too acidic, you die, right? And this is where people get a lot of ill health from, because their diets are too acidic. And the alkalinity that you get with fresh vegetables, on top of everything else that Dee's been saying, makes you that much healthier, incredibly healthier. So you want to do something for the planet, you want to switch across in part or in whole to a non-meat diet. And that, I can tell you right now, will make you a ton healthier. So Dee, we've done preventative, we've done diet. Third one?
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to diet for a second. I purely do vegan diet because it is for my health and my health alone. So that it's not again for anything else. And eggs I will eat from a farm where the chickens are actually running about free.
Okay.
So.
All right, thank you for that. So what's the third area then?
Exercise and boosting your immune system. It's a kind of...
We both know a lot about this, don't we?
Yeah.
So I'll kick off. I'm just watching the time on this one because we want to try and keep this to kind of 20 minutes. We're always going to overrun. But for the people in television world that are watching this and on the interweb, there is a ton of free energy that exists in our world. It comes from the planet because the planet puts out a natural vibration. And then we breathe it in. And we breathe it into our body, and our body then stores it. And the more we have of this in our body, the more it's stored in chakras or energy centers, however you want to call it. And then it's circulated around the body, and the body uses it to repair itself. That is, I thought I'd kind of throw it in as a nutshell, because Dia and I have done this incredible course that we're going to be putting up soon that boosts your immune system using some incredible techniques, easy things, breathing based. And this is the single, in my opinion, difference. I don't know what you think of this. But I think this is the single difference in terms of where your health sits. Preventative, very important. Diet, incredibly important. And people stop at that point. And I think people need to be aware that they've got a choice. Either they run with the body with the natural energy systems they've got, and if they're stressed and they're worried and they're running the batteries down, then their immune system, which sits around the body, will come in. But if you can do the exercises that bring stuff in, that can be qigong based, that are breathing based, you boost your immune system back out, and viruses are unable to touch you. It's as simple as that. You remain healthy.
Yeah, there's also meditation really good for it. There's a thing called breath work, which Qigong and Tai Chi will work with as well. But breath work's really, really simple. It's in part of the course as well, which is amazing. I do a lot of breath work, and that has contributed massively to my healing alone.
Yep.
So it's something that I do not miss on a daily basis. And my immune system is absolutely fantastic. I know when I start to get a cold, and by afternoon, that cold will have dispersed out my body because I work my energy and I get rid of it there and then. It never lasts more than 2-3 hours, and I get rid of it all.
Can I say for people that are watching, the most important thing with all of these things is proof, right? Because you could listen to me, you could listen to Dee, you could listen to 1,000 other people, and they all jibber jabber on about different things. And you should always ask for proof. So if you don't mind me saying, Dee, for those people that are still maybe unsure of Dee's full story, but the lady that you're watching spent 8 years in a wheelchair. And during that time, her health deteriorated and deteriorated and deteriorated. So to reach the point where Dee's weight doubled, she was only given a few years to live. Probably not want to go into all the details here, but diabetes, sciatica, spondylitis, slip discs, inability to walk, heart problems, and Dee used the energy exercises to totally transform her life to a person, as you see now, that is 100% healthy. So this is the importance of this. I've used them because I had 16 operations on my vocal cords over a period of, I can't remember how many years it was now, and I had the inability to be able to talk. And so I've used the energy exercises to boost the immune system. And then in life, you can only be one thing or another. You can only be healthy or you can be ill. It's impossible to be both. You can't be two things at the same time. So you've either got a strong immune system or a weak immune system. And if you can boost your immune system, then you're going to be healthy. And if you're healthy, it's impossible to be ill. The logic of it is just so simple. And so Dee is a walking, talking proof of this. And I'm just a walking, talking idiot with a funny hat who's fully protected against the storm that is coming. So Dee, we've got like a kind of 30 seconds to wrap up. People should take notice of this because we've given them the awareness, we've given them the knowledge, and we've given them action. If people choose to take action, they'll be healthy. But people equally can choose to do nothing. And that's their choice. That's just how life works.
Absolutely. Yeah. So have a think about what it is that you want to do. Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to boost your immune system?
Yeah.
There's tips here that you can use. And also, if you're worried too much about what's happened in the past, write it down. Your 3 main things that you worry about. Think about why you do it, and think about the positives and how not to do it.
Okay, that's really good advice. Really good advice. So next week, we're going to talk about happiness. And Dee is going to dress up like a clown. Right? Full makeup, I want the white lips, the red face, right? Can you get the kind of like the horn that goes,
I don't know yet. I might be able to.
Dressing up as a clown for next week, that'd be good. I won't dress up as anything because I'm just straight too boring, and I never do anything silly like that at all.
No, never.
So I'm going to sign off and say, everybody that's watching, please, please, please be aware that our world has changed, is going to change further. Dee and I are doing our very, very best to make you aware of this, give you the knowledge, and then the actions to take forward. Next week, we're going to deal with happiness, how you can avoid the storm and be happy. Isn't that great?
Yeah, absolutely. And happiness comes quite easily.
Right, but don't tell them. They're going to have to watch. They're going to have to watch. So Dee, listen, thank you very much. You've been an absolute star again.
Thank you, Mark.
Loved your scarf. And I'll catch up with you next week. So bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.